Hey, welcome my friends. Welcome to Break Free Life Coaching and welcome to the Kickstart Your Life package. Hello, my name is Dean McCormack and I'm your coach, your mentor and friend, and I'd just like to say welcome and congratulations on taking your time and investment to work on what I believe is the most important asset, and that's you. I'm really truly excited to be here and I'm hoping that you are too, because you are exactly in the right place at the right time. Over the next few weeks, we're going to cover a lot of content. And that content has been specifically tailored and designed to focus on you, so that you can really get to know the hidden you. Firstly, I'd just like to acknowledge you. I'd like to acknowledge your commitment to purchasing this program, and that tells me something about you. It tells me that you're looking for more, that you're wanting more, you're needing more, and that you're willing to take the steps required to achieve the outcomes that you're looking to achieve. Whether that's in your wealth, your health, your success, or just simply looking for more freedom in your life. It's a fantastic journey that you're about to embark on. What's even great, and even a little bit more great I should say, is that this makes you a little bit weird, and that's okay. Because you know what? So am I. I started this journey a long time ago, and I have loved every moment of pushing the boundaries and getting to achieve a more extraordinary life. And I've learnt so much along the way, and this course has been designed so that I can give that back. You know, most people that I come across, day to day, don't want to take responsibility for their outcome in their life. They're in what we call blame mode, or as you'll learn through this course, what we call in effect. They live what I call below the line, and we're going to explore this during the package. The fact that you're here demonstrates a unique quality, and that is that you're willing to take responsibility for the outcomes that you're going to get in your life. And that is truly, truly remarkable. Don't underestimate the decision that you have made. I know you might be sitting here and you're listening going, yeah, look, let's just get on with it. But let me tell you, just take a moment just to acknowledge yourself, to say, hey, you know what? I've made a decision that's going to improve where I am tomorrow. And that truly is remarkable. So congratulations onto you. In doing that, I'd like you to take a moment. I'd like you to shut down any negative self-talk that you may be having. Just close the door to any worry you're experiencing, and just take a moment to write down some of the positive actions that you have taken so far, including starting this course, to secure your future. The reason that we do this activity is to get your mind to start thinking about what it is you've done and get it into a positive frame set. One of the things you'll learn throughout the course is that the way you start your day, if you start it full of energy and motion, if you go for a walk or go to the gym or whatever activities you do in the morning, you will have a more productive day than if you just simply get out of bed, grumble about what you've got to do for the rest of the day and head off. Trust me, over the course of this program, even if you just take that one idea and just focus on how you interact with people depending on how you started the day. If you start the day full of life, full of energy, full of enthusiasm, notice that the interaction that you have around with the people with you throughout that day. Yet if you go with a mindset of, I hate being here, I don't really want to be at work today, this is such a long day, God, I can't believe it's only Tuesday. And notice how you interact with people when you're thinking in that regard. So this little activity is designed to get your mind switched on and start thinking positive about the fantastic things that you've achieved so far in your life. So please take a moment to be able to do that as you work through the introductory package. Now, a couple of more things about the program. My goal at Break Free Life Coaching, the reason I wanted to start this, is I believe that most people are held back. They're limited by their beliefs and their understanding and their what they call their reality. And my goal is to help you break free of those. Module 1 is all about laying a strong foundation for the success within the program. It's really exciting, and then we just build on that right through some of the other modules. I don't want to give a bit of a hint away about what's coming. But let me tell you that as you build from one program to the next program to the next program, you will start to gain a complete understanding of who you are as a person and what got you to this moment in time. Zig Ziglar, who I've done a lot of reading and researching about, and truly is one of my most favourite mentors, he would quite often say, you are where you are in your life for what's gone into your mind. And the exciting thing is that means you can change where you are and where you want to be in your life by simply changing what's going on into your mind. Realize for a second that you've taken that first step. You are now taking a journey to change the way that you interpret or you filter the information that comes through. This subtle change will make a massive difference in your life. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. You're about to absorb content over 6 amazing interactive self-discovery modules. And the workbook that I've designed will guide you through each module and provide work and exercises to ensure you apply that learning straight away. In addition to the modules, I provide live one-to-one coaching each week based on that core module. On this call, we will conduct a coaching session based on that content, and we will work through the things that are holding you back, things that may have come up or brought up some raw emotion for you that you can't seem to let go at the moment, or you didn't even realize may have even been sitting there. The objective of those one-to-one sessions is to identify the beliefs and hurdles that are holding you back so that you can break free of those, enjoy a more fulfilling life, and be ready for the next module. What I want you to understand is that if those breakthroughs occur, that's fantastic. Now, if we come around to a coaching session and we don't have a breakthrough, or you don't even identify a breakthrough, you just agree with everything that's been on there and you just go, fantastic, Dean, I'm feeling great. That's great too. It's really important to understand there's no right or wrong answer in the journey that we're taking. What is only true for you. My goal is simply to be your tour guide to help you understand you a little bit better. I want you to understand that our greatest growth comes from moments of unknown or uncertainty. Think about that for a minute. You grow as a person in those moments when you are unsure or uncertain about something, because they're outside the realm of your possibility at the moment. So to be able to incorporate that uncertainty or that unknown, you need to increase or grow your knowledge. And then you will absorb that uncertainty and it'll just become a part of who you are. So I encourage you to embrace uncertainty and the feeling of fear that you might have during the journey. Recognize that these are just moments of potential growth that you're about to experience. And how exciting is that? Let the feeling of the fear that you might have become the feeling of the excitement to drive who you are. I'm really excited to bring this information to you. I just want to touch now quickly on what I call the game of life. Most people don't even realize that life is just a game. Most people are sitting on the sidelines. They're not even watching the game. They're sitting at home, they're drinking a beer, they're eating their chips, and they're just wasting their life watching TV, sitting in front of Facebook. They have no purpose. But my friends, let me tell you, life is a game. And in any game, there are rules that need to be followed. Where your life is concerned, the rules are an absolute must. And it doesn't matter what you want to focus on, there are rules in everything we do. I honestly believe that you learn everything you need to know by the time you go to kindergarten to have a truly successful life. Think about that. It's a bit of a funny statement, but think about what you need to know just to go to kindergarten. Be kind to each other. Share. Don't snatch. Wash your hands. Eat healthy. Have a piece of fruit. Drink water. Be courteous. Do as you're told. Be kind to each other. Simple rules. Yet by the time we become adolescents or even adults, how many of us forget those simple rules? Rules are also important in other areas of our life. Think about our relationships. How many relationships are destroyed simply by not following the basic rules of common courtesy between couples? You know, I'm married to a beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful woman. You know, I love her with all my heart, and it is my second marriage because I made too many mistakes and I broke too many rules during my first. And I now know that if I break those rules, my relationship, or the loss of my relationship, I should say, is the consequence. Follow the rules and enjoy a more prosperous, healthy, and understanding life. Throughout this program, there are rules in the program. 4 simple rules for you to take on board. Rule number 1, take notes. It's vitally important that as you go through the session, as you read material, as you start your journey on professional development, take notes. A mentor of mine, Scott Harris, once taught me that, a blunt pencil is always better than a sharp memory. Think about that for a minute. You might think you have the sharpest mind in the world. But if you don't write things down, you may not be able to record it easily. Also, there's a lot of evidence to suggest that actually the process of writing, the interaction between the hand, the mind, and the piece of paper, helps the memory learn more. And then when you go back over it later on, a month down the track, a year down the track, 5 years down the track, those memories will come back as you recall the words that you wrote. So I really encourage you, take notes. Rule number 2, prepare for each session. So during the Kickstart for Life program, each week or each fortnight, I will send you one module or one module of workbook. And that will be accompanied by a short MP3 or possibly even a video. I'm really looking forward to trying and actually get these up and running on video. I encourage you to do the workbook activity before our coaching session. Our coaching session is designed to help you work on or break through the beliefs or concerns that you've had by doing the session. Okay, so if you come up to our coaching session and you haven't completed the activity, all right, you're just holding yourself back because you won't have the opportunity to be able to explore what it is, those areas that you weren't able to work on. So please ensure you get plenty of time to do it. It's only around about 6 to 8 pages. The intro is a little bit longer, but the workbook themselves are about 6 to 8 pages each time. Just take the time to work through those issues. Rule number 3 is play full out. And this simply means just to open up your mind to any of the suggestions, the insights that I give you. Open up your mind to the understanding that your perception of reality can be changed. I'll say that again. Your perception of your reality can be changed. And that's really what this whole course is about. So I encourage you to play full out, give everything a go, turn off all your filters, and say, you know what? That sounds like absolute crazy, but I'm going to think about that. I'm going to explore that idea and then see where it takes you. Rule number 4 is simply have fun. At the end of the day, I honestly believe that we human beings do things in our lives for one purpose and one purpose alone. And that is to have fun, is to be happy. Think about that. People say, no, Dean, no, I want more money, or I want a better relationship, or I want to have a holiday. But why do you want those things? Well, if I had more money, I could have a nicer house, or I could live in a nice area, or I could have a nicer car. Yeah, but why do you want that? What's the purpose of having that? Well, it'd make me feel better. Well, how would it make you feel better? Well, it would make me happy. And you can role play the same thing for everything else you want in your life. Ultimately, we just simply all just want to be happy. So my question is, why not just be happy now? Now there's some food for thought. Just be happy now. And we'll certainly explore that over the next couple of weeks. Understand that the course, whilst we work on it over the next 6 to 12 weeks, you're not going to be a transformational guru by the end of it. Really, I'm just trying to unlock the door, crack it open a little bit, and let that light start to shine through. The whole journey, it's a continual process. And we build a little bit and a little bit and a little bit each day. One of the things we'll cover is what I call the 4 levels of understanding. At the basic level, what I call bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Who's heard that saying? Ignorance is bliss. And that level of learning is what I call unconscious incompetence. You are unconsciously aware that you're incompetent in certain areas of your life, whether that be wealth, health, relationships, career, business. You may have heard this term, you don't know what you don't know. Okay, so you're unconsciously aware that there's stuff going on that you don't even know about. The great news is, for those of you listening to this program, is you've realized that there's something more for life. So you've now become consciously aware that you're incompetent. And the wonderful thing is that you're looking to do something about it. So you're at level 2. You're consciously incompetent. This course is to try and help you grow to the 3rd level, which means you're going to become consciously competent. You now know that you have developed a new skill, and that's the 3rd level. And that's a process. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. As you continue along that process, as you continue the journey, as you continue to learn and educate yourself and continue to put into practice the things that we'll do during this course and down the track for future professional development, the ultimate goal is to become unconsciously competent. That means that you will do activities and you don't even realize that you do them. Walking is a great example of being unconsciously competent. You don't need to think about how to walk, you just do it. Talking, for some people, they talk unconsciously competent. Now, I'd argue some of the comments that they make may not be competent comments. But you don't have to think consciously about how to talk. You don't have to think consciously about how to read time. You can just look at it and read the time. Does that make sense? So the goal is to move to your skill, knowledge, and experience to an unconsciously competent level. Now, the downside, my friends, is that once you become consciously aware that you're incompetent, you can never go back to ignorance is bliss. Because you now know that there's something more out there. My responsibility as your coach, your mentor, is to help you find that level of competence. Again, that's what this journey is all about. Just to finish up, I'd like to point out one key aspect, and that aspect is responsibility. Now, you and I both know that if we showed up every single day just being the very best person that we could be, there'd be absolutely no limit to what our lives could accomplish. Absolutely no limit. If every day you gave 100% of you. All of your talent, your passion, your diligence, your creativity, your enthusiasm, your energy, your interaction with people. No matter how large or small the activity, if you gave 100%, imagine what your life would be. Now, the first step in that type of transformation is for you to take responsibility. My friends, I really do look forward to the journey that I'm having with you. That's enough for me at the moment. Enjoy the introductory workload. There's a lot of content in there just to get you started and get you thinking. In the next few days, you're going to receive Module 1. Module 1 is all about designing your ideal life. Most of us, before we started this journey, had never even thought about what our ideal life would look like. So I'm really excited to be able to spend some time with you and explore this notion, this idea about you, what's your purpose, and what you want every day to look like in the future. Once again, thank you for allowing me to work with you. I thank you for your trust. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your investment. I will not let you down. You have my email address. Use it. You have my phone number. Give me a call. And I really look forward to this journey with you and helping you break free from those things holding you back. God bless. Take care. And I look forward to Module 1.